Hey, what's going on, guys? It's We're Running on it. Today I'm actually giving you guys my opinions of who I think should win these awards versus who I think is going to win these awards. A lot of them might be very the same, and some of them may be different. MVP is going to be different. MVP right now, I have you guys D. Bo. I don't know how to spell Debo Samuel, but yeah, he just had a phenomenal season this year. Let's look at his pro reference. Definitely very valuable to the 49ers franchise this year. If we look, let's receiving. Here it is. Receiving, rushing, receiving had 14,000 yards receiving, and almost 400 yards rushing. A phenomenal two-way player as a receiver. Did have a lot of games where he didn't rush like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 games, and then they just started to actually use him in the rushing game more and more throughout the season, which that helped them win, So what I'm saying is that he's so valuable in that sort of way, that especially with him, the way that he played against the 49ers, against the Packers, that he definitely played a huge impact and was very valuable for the team. But who I think they're going to give it to is Aaron Rodgers. They're not going to give it to Brady. He didn't have that crazy of a year. Just didn't do that crazy of a year. AP Coach of the Year, I gotta go with Zach Taylor, and I think the NFL is gonna agree with me on this. Took a team in 2 years, took him to the Super Bowl right now, and even if the awards weren't like he helped take this team, being not the best team in 2 years, turned them around and made them a phenomenal team. Comeback Player of the Year, right beginning of the season, Saquon, obvious because I'm a huge Giants fan. But who I think it really is, it's gonna be Dak Prescott, because let's look at his stats this year. I don't have anything loaded because this is also me going off the fly. Let's look at his stats this year. Let's look. 4,450 yards. That's a nice touchdown to interception ratio. The only other person that I would say would be in it would be Joe Burrow. And you gotta look at this is all regular season awards. This isn't talking about his postseason. Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look. But he also didn't come back from as bad of an injury. That's another thing. He had more interceptions than him. And yeah, and because he had some few games that he just was phenomenal. But yeah, I believe that both me and the NFL are both gonna probably go with Dak Prescott. They had a phenomenal season. They both had phenomenal seasons. It's just Dak came back from more of an excruciating, painful injury than Joe did, and he's just came back beginning of the season and just dominated. Offensive Player of the Year. I gotta go with I really gotta go with what's his name, Jonathan Taylor. It's just like I can't put Joe Burrow. I can't put anybody else up there, because if I put anybody else up there, normally AP Offensive Player of the Year, they're not the most valuable. But if you look at Jonathan Taylor's stats, the way he played this season was just so phenomenal. Let's take a look. Ready? Almost 2,000 yards rushing. Almost actually at 2,000 yards rushing. I feel like if he would have stayed consistent, almost over 100 yards per game rushing. Receiving game wasn't that crazy. He didn't dropped. I'd say 11 balls. That's not that bad for a guy that doesn't do it that often. Had 2,000 yards, 4 fumbles. Probably needs to work on the fumbles for next year, but a phenomenal athlete, I'd say, and definitely should be a Offensive Player of the Year more than anybody else. Defensive Player of the Year, I'm sorry to say, Micah Parsons did have a good year, but I got to give it to I really do got to give it to TJ Watt, tying the NFL sack record in only 15 games. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's part of the game. It's a part of the game." It's like, okay, Strahan had 16 games, and he played them. TJ had 15 games, and he played them, and he wasn't given, like, and as a Giants fan, I'm like, yeah, he went down to get that half a sack, but still, come on. Like, you know, there's something in it, but, you got to give it to TJ. I just don't believe that he put up more phenomenal season than TJ Watt. AP Offensive Rookie of the Year. This one is close for me. It could go either way, really. I believe it should go to Jamar Chase, and being that it's more because if we look at his stats, like he came in the season, nobody having hope on him, nobody having hope with him. Nobody had hope. Everybody's like, oh my god, he's just gonna have a terrible season. He's gonna have a terrible season, and then he just puts up 12,000 yards, 1,200 yards, and I'm not gonna deny Matt. I'm not gonna deny Mac Jones. He had a phenomenal season, but it's just not as good as I'd say. Like, okay, he started every single game and had a third, about less than a third of what Jamar Chase had in yards. It's not that impressive when you talk about the fact, like, yes, all he had was Hunter Henry. The interceptions to touchdown ratio is not half. If he would have had like 2 less interceptions in this, Jamar Chase had, how many drops did he have? I had a decent amount of drops, but like, come on, kid had a phenomenal season. Definitely looking to get somewhere. Definitely could improve, But what I'm saying is, like, Offensive Rookie of the Year, it's going to Jamar. I believe that it's going to Jamar. I believe that it should go to Jamar. I feel like the NFL is a quarterback bias league. They're going to give it to him. They're going to give it to Mac Jones. But you never know. It could go either way. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Micah Parsons. No one else is just doing what he's doing his first season, right? This season. Like, nobody's doing that. Like, there's just no one I could think. Like, the only one else I could think of is probably, and this is because I'm a Giants fan, is Alzesi Ojahu. I don't even know how to say his name. The defensive end who now holds the record for the Giants' most sacks as a rookie. And he's not even close to the level that Micah Parsons is on. I believe that no one is close to where he is in that class right now, at a defensive standpoint. And that Micah Parsons is definitely going to be a dominant force in the league to come. But yeah, clutch performance. There's so many different clutch performances, so I'm not gonna do any of these other awards. But yeah, guys, remember to like, subscribe, comment down below if you guys enjoy these crazy different types of videos of me doing that. And remember, guys, I'm gonna be coming out with another video. I'm gonna tell you guys my Super Bowl predictions, why I think I predicted, all that other stuff coming out next week. Just letting you guys know. So yeah, guys, remember to like, subscribe, comment down below, and yeah, peace.